You finished? Come on then. Up you come. Say hello. Say hello. There we go. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah. Yeah, good boy. Yes, he is. He's such a good boy. What? What? What do you want? Dumbass. Follow, we are live. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. JP, good morning. Cara, good morning. Let's see if I can pin that without opening it again. A fucking pain in the ass. Such a pain in the ass to do this. There we go. Carol, good morning. What a day already. What a day already. I've been awake. My dog's been a dick. He heard a noise at about 2 o'clock this morning. Don't know what it was, but he heard a noise. Kept us awake for about an hour. Then the wife kept me awake for about another hour. I managed to get back to sleep, and then I was awake at about 10 to 7 this morning. Dog's been an idiot. He's been an idiot. How are we this morning? Are we all well? Is everybody doing okay? Daniel, good morning. Happy Saturday to you. Marley. 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 Come here. You want to see the view again? Just a garden, mate. Just a garden. I'm going to try and get the grass cut today. Marley! Get over here. You dickhead. Lie down. It is. It's beautiful outside today. Marley. Fucking stop it. What are you doing? Marley. Get in your bed. Oi. Get in your bed. He's been a dick. I don't know what's wrong with him. Sir Jackie, good morning. How are you, mate? How are you doing? Might go upset at your neighbours and sunbathe. Do it, mate. Do it. Do it. Stop. Go and lie down. Go on. Here, in your bed. Dog's being a dick. Venom, good morning. Jane, good morning. Lovely to see you. Marley! Stop it. He's been a knob jockey. Excuse me. Molyneux! Get in your bed. No! Bed. Get in your bed. Stop. You swear you remember me? Okay. Oh, you swear you remember too fast? Good morning, Carl. How are you? Now he listens. I need another coffee. I need another coffee. Stop. So because he heard a noise in the night, he was running round like an absolute pillock, trying to find where this noise came from. It actually holds 4 cups venom. And because he heard the noise, he came downstairs, he went to the front door, and he's been in hunting mode ever since. So all he wants to do is go and hunt. Caffeine overdose. I usually drink a pot in the morning for morning coffee, but then I'll start to drink squash. So I don't generally overdose on caffeine. So yeah, my dog is being an absolute pillock. He is in hunting mode. Don't be rude to the dog. What's the PayPal? PayPal is a way of donating to the channel without going through YouTube, because YouTube takes 60%. You will not find a more well looked after dog than mine. He sleeps with me on my bed. He eats with me. He has his breakfast every morning. He gets out, he goes for walks every day. He is completely loved like no other. So, as for being rude to my dog, don't be a dick. Trap, good morning. Could you be my dog? No, you can't. No, you cannot. What does wanker mean? It means somebody that masturbates. Did you not know that? Yes, Jane would have been on Millionaire's Trust. Me also, actually. I need coffee. I need coffee. Bear with me. I've not done any text-to-speech for a while, have I? Coffee. So I've just shown you it was a full pot, yeah? 1 cup, no longer a full pot. It holds a fair bit in that cup. And just a dribble of milk. Saving tips, don't spend it. Coffee and a fag, mate. Coffee and a fag. Cigarette, as most of us call them. I think that's probably the best saving tip ever. Don't spend it. Someday, good morning. I hope you are doing okay. You're going to get some coffee. Do it. Do it. Get medicated. Already done mine. Look what I did. Isn't that awesome? Isn't it awesome? It came out really well. Am I going to do something interesting? Do you want to see something really interesting? Do you want to see something really interesting? Yeah? How's that? Do you know what was interesting? Finding out how big your mum's fanny was this morning when I woke up. It was massive. That was interesting. It's making you hungry. I ain't a boomer, mate. Did I use the mushroom? That mushroom wouldn't have touched the sides, mate. Fucking wouldn't. Even that coffee pot wouldn't have touched the sides on his mum. Anonymous, shush. Go get a job, you useless piece of shit. How about you suck my bell end, you cockwomble? There we go. That's what I think of that. Right. So, let's put the trolls into place. I think that people that go around trolling people's channels do so because of an inferiority complex of their own. So, yeah, maybe that's the case. I think that is the case. They don't feel good enough in their own life that they want to try and put other people down, and they're not very good at it. But, you know, you live and learn, don't you? So, troll away, trolls. Troll away. I've already balled you prick. Brighter than you, yeah, fucking proud. Gen X, yes. Great start to the live, it is, isn't it, Aaron? I love it. Lucky, good morning. Da, 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 da. Big Papa, how you doing, mate? I'm feeling good, thank you very much. Don't worry about the trolls, Lucky, for now. If they say anything homophobic, if they say anything racist or anything sexist, put them on a 24-hour timeout. Other than that, leave them be. I did get it. I do interesting stuff. I make things. I go out and do things. But, you know, bum, 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 bum. Ball striker bandito. Trying to get a reaction. I know, mate. I know. Milton, good morning. Fuck's sake, someday. You can't just call people inbred. It's not right. You can't do that. Oh, dear me. Like, that comment there can be banned for 24 hours. Do you mean bread bid? I chose to be rude. I did choose to be rude, and I'll tell you why I chose to be rude. First of all, you came into the channel, you didn't say hello, and the first thing that you did was to say, is there anything interesting on here? Well, there is a lot of things interesting on here. However, it's polite to just say, welcome, or hello, you know, what's the channel all about? Rolts, good morning. Marley, come and lie down. Come on. Over here. Lie down. Good boy. How you doing, Rolts? Stephen Jobs? I think not. Carlos. CJ, good morning. Lovely to see you. No need to apologise. Just, you know, it's something that a troll would normally do. So I would react to the same people in the same way. Trying to cut breakfast out of your life. What are my thoughts on it? Well, to be honest, mate, breakfast is probably one of the most important meals of the day. It kickstarts your metabolism. However, I don't eat breakfast, so I can't really comment. Dusty, good morning. How are you? Where am I from? I'm from the UK. I live in England. $27 people in the chat. Smash the like, please, people. My name is Rob. We talk about depression and anxiety here. That's not all we talk about. Depression and anxiety have so many different... what's the word I'm looking for? So many different causes, I guess. So you can be looking at PTSD, you can be looking at OCD, ADHD, ASD, multiple personality disorder, bipolar, schizophrenia, all of it, everything is kind of linked to depression and anxiety. No racism, no sexism, and no homophobia. Jesus loves me, maybe. Thank you, Joe. Oh, Low, sorry, Low. Where do we start? Where do we start? Let's talk about suicide and industries that have the highest rates of suicide. One of those industries is one that I've done all my life, which is the building trade, as you can probably tell. There are so many people that I've met in real life through the building trade that are no longer here. And why? The majority of the people in the building trade are self-employed. Being self-employed brings the stresses and strains of tax returns, clients, making sure that you've got materials on site and preparation for jobs and everything else that goes with that. It is unreal. It is one of the highest stress jobs you can do. And it takes its toll. It really does take its toll. Ozzy, good morning, Mike. How are you? Sorry, my chat froze. Let me catch up. Alice, good morning. I've heard something of EMDR. Yes. A lot of trolls this morning. One or two. Let's not jump on the trolls too quickly, please, guys. Homophobic, racist, or sexist, give them a 24-hour timeout. Other than that, leave them be. If they start spamming the chat, we'll give them a 5-minute timeout. All right? I think that's fair. I don't want to be timing loads of people out. Stop it, Marley. Because I was in the building trade for so many years, 30 plus years, it's something that I saw a lot of. And when you see the mess that is left behind for the families, it's devastating. Irina, good morning. It is devastating. People should never need to go through it. They should have a place to turn. Everybody needs a place to turn to when things get difficult. And that's why the channel's here. I'm a bit of a dickhead. Marley, stop being a twat. Come on, Marley, get over it in your bed. That's enough. Look at it. Thank you, JP. He's sniffing around in here. He won't find anything in here. But he's sniffing around for it anyway. Thank you, JP. I appreciate that. What was I saying? Families. It's really difficult for the families that get left behind. I understand why people try to take their own lives. I've done it. I understand it. It's selfish. It's really selfish. It's really, really selfish. It's a horrible thing to do. Marley, that's enough. My chat is freezing all the time. It's doing my head in. YouTube, sort your shit out. Jones painfully clicking today. He did love going out yesterday. He loved it. Behave. Sick dog drawings. They're not. Yes, me too, Aaron. Gillian, good morning. I hope you're okay, mate. I'm feeling incredibly guilty when you look at the world's data and realise how good your situation really is in comparison. Exactly that, mate. I completely agree with you. Underage folks, just hide them straight away, mate. If they're underage, just hide them. So that one can go. Thank you, mate. I'm a very lucky person in many, many ways. Can you hear him? Molly, behave your fucking self. I've got a roof over my head. I live in a beautiful place. I've got a beautiful wife. Even if she did keep me awake for an hour longer than I needed to be yesterday or this morning. Alcoholism causes your depression. You're not alone, mate. Addiction is a big thing. I'm not as lucky as you. Do you want to bet? I bet you I'm probably one of the luckiest men in the world. Because there's not many people who've got the relationship that I do. Not many. And Red, I have sausage rolls. So that means I'm really, really lucky. More seriously though, I've got a fantastic wife. I've got fantastic kids. I've got fantastic grandchildren. An unfulfilling career causes your depression. Can you change your career? Milton, thank you. I didn't enjoy it. I didn't enjoy it because I was too anxious to enjoy it, if that makes sense. It was nice. It was nice to be outdoors. It was really good to be outdoors. Yeah, you don't have sausage rolls, mate, so I'm luckier than you. However, the anxiety that came with doing what I did yesterday, it drained me. It exhausted me. All I wanted to do was just curl up in a ball and sleep afterwards. It was difficult. But I did it. And it was a massive win. Really good thing for me. I'm really pleased that I did it. I wish I could have enjoyed it more than I did. Maybe if I get to do it again, I'll enjoy it a little bit more. I don't know. Do it again this time, sit a little longer. So yesterday's live was just over 2 hours, I think. I think maybe closer to 3 hours. I won't be doing it today. I can't do it today. There's no way in the world I can do it today. But I will definitely do it again. Tommy, welcome. It made a massive difference to me yesterday. I feel like I really achieved something. I know it's deadly. I'm an old, doddering old git. Go to the shop and buy cake. Actually, I went to the shop this morning before I did my live because I had to go and get smokes. I run out this morning. I know that I'm not alone when I say, good morning, Jack. That I struggle with these things. I know I'm not alone. I know that there's people all over the world, all over the country, whatever, however you want to say it, that are in similar positions. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. It's okay to admit it. I have it right now someday. True start to coffee. Lovely. I believe today I will be in the garden. I think this afternoon is going to be a hit to the garden. Grand rising to you too, 310. Thank you, Dusty. It is a lonely road. And did I sleep well? Not really, mate. Not really. When I slept well. Why is it a lonely road? It's hard to understand depression. I did stream twice yesterday. Thank you, Red. You got brownies in the freezer? Nice. If we don't understand the depression ourselves, how can we explain it to people that don't have it? Hope I sleep better tomorrow. So, last night, I was asleep quite early. I was asleep about 20 past 10. And someone heard a noise outside. And it was around, I think, 1:45, maybe 2. So he wouldn't settle. I brought him down the stairs. I let him outside. He ran round the house. I suspect he heard a fox or something similar. He was going mental and hunting mode kicked in. And hunting mode has not turned off yet. So he kept me awake for about an hour. Then the wife kept me awake for another hour, which I'm not complaining about at all. So about 4 o'clock this morning, I went back to sleep. You only trust individuals who use formal language. Why is that? What's wrong with slang? What's wrong with slang? Death can have you and it earns me. Fair enough. I don't believe there's anything wrong with slang. Jake. Lewis, you make a good point. I don't think it's just the UK. It's all over the world. We're having the same issues, but that's political, and I don't want to go into politics, and I don't go into religion. But we were brought up to not talk about our feelings, keep them bottled up, hide it, be strong. You know, showing your feelings is a weakness. What utter bullshit. Showing your feelings is not a weakness. Never will be a weakness. Wes, good morning, you handsome devil. It'll never be a weakness. It's a strength. Opening up about problems, opening up about issues, opening up about feelings. It's a strength. The weakness comes when you let those things win. We don't let them win. We keep fighting. Every day can be a fight, and tomorrow's always a new day. So you might not win the battle today, but you might win the battle tomorrow. It doesn't mean that the war's not won. Nikki, good morning. Can I speak English? No, I'm speaking French. Can't you hear me? Oh, dickhead. And I got a terrible accent. Almost as bad as Wes. Love you really, Wes. People definitely need to get things off the chest. Yes, it does help. Letting these issues build and build and build and build and build, eventually something's going to break. Something is going to break. And the only way to stop that from happening is to let it out. Open up. Pick up the phone if you don't want to put any extra weight on your partner. Pick up the phone and talk to a friend. It's not hard. Good morning, Kev. I don't hate religion, Lewis. I just don't want it on my channel, mate. It's too controversial, and it's just, it annoys me that there's so many religions that have certain parts of the Bible omitted. Because they don't think that that part suits them. Do you know what I mean? They omit certain parts because it doesn't suit them. It doesn't suit their... What's the word I'm looking for? I don't know what word I'm looking for. I don't know what the word is. It just doesn't suit them. It doesn't suit what their agenda. It doesn't suit their agenda. Because there is usually an agenda. Henry VIII is a perfect example. People need to realise they only live once. we do realise that we only live once, but it doesn't stop the depression. It doesn't stop the way people feel. Do you think that people with depression enjoy having depression and anxiety? Do you think it's something that you know, they love about themselves? 9 times out of 10, somebody with depression hates what they've become. I hate what I've become. I despise what I've become. I'm not ashamed to admit that. But I'm doing everything I can to change what I am, to change the way I am. What I am ashamed of is the fact that I allowed myself to get in such a state. Yeah, exactly that, Lewis. I agree. I'm a sexy man, never doubt myself. You'll see some of the most confident artists out there. People with a creative flair to them. People that can do amazing things with their hands, with their minds. People that can write poetry. People that can make things. People that can sculpt things. I am Balding, you're right. You're clever, aren't you? So clever to point out something that's blatantly obvious to the whole world. Dear me. And I honestly believe that people with that creative flair suffer as much or maybe more than those in the most stressful jobs in the world. And then people with PTSD. Let's talk about that. Thank you, Someday, for pointing that out to me. I know that's not what you meant, but thank you for that. You'd rather be bald than ginger. I wouldn't care either way. If you're ginger, you can shave it off. If you're bald, you can shave the rest off. But I've got a kick-ass beard. PTSD. I don't know much about PTSD yet. I have a feeling that very soon I will be learning quite a lot about PTSD. What makes me say that? I was recently diagnosed with PTSD, but I don't understand it. I don't know how to overcome it. But very recently, a lot of things have been coming to light about my childhood through memories. I hope you're doing okay today, Nikki. It's lovely to see you. I agree with that someday, 100%. Wes is an absolute diamond and a legend in his own right. Why do we bury the things that we do that cause PTSD? Why do we bury those feelings? Why do we bury those emotions? There is a reason. The reason is it's too much for our mind or our brains to cope with. It's something that we lock it away at the back of our mind because we just can't cope with that particular thing. We can't cope with how it affects us. We can't cope with the way it makes us feel. We can't cope with the pain of it. Yeah, thank you, S. We had no fucking choice. That's pretty true someday. It is pretty true because we had no one to talk to about it. We had no one to turn to. Again, lots of things from my past are rearing their ugly head. And it is difficult to get my mind around it. Things that I'd never thought of in a long, long time, in many years, suddenly pop into my mind, and I think, fuck, that really happened. We go through abusive relationships. And we shut it out. Our parents went through worse. Not all of them, someday. Not all of them. One of my parents had everything handed to them. They were never rich, but they were offered the chance to be sponsored to go and live over in Australia. House waiting, job waiting. And they said no. Why would you say no to an opportunity like that? So, parents from World War II, my parents weren't, my grandparents were. I had the opportunity to move over to Alabama. Sorry, my words are not wordy. And I said no. Why did I say no? It wasn't the right thing for me to do at that time. And still isn't. I agree as well someday. My children, however, they grew up on a council estate. Alabama life seems to be good. Me working on a horse ranch. It would be interesting, I suppose. Probably because it was Alabama. I would love to go over to Alabama. It's something I'd love to do. I'd love to work on a horse ranch. I could go to Alaska even. That would be amazing too. But we don't do it. We get these opportunities and we turn them down because it's not the right time. So I've gone off on a tangent now. I've completely gone away from what I was talking about. Never mind. It's all linked, I guess. It's all linked. Someday, the difference in you today compared to previous days has been really good. Janet, it's fine. It's fine. Lee, I'm good, thank you. Good to see you. Come to Georgia, the weather's better. Wes, if I could afford to come to Georgia, I would jump at the chance. However, it wouldn't just be me, it'd be me, it'd be my wife, it'd be my wife's kids, it'd be my kids, it'd be my grandkids, it'd be my wife's grandkids. We just. And with no disrespect to the United States, it's a bit firearms happy. You know? I don't know if I would like my children to be around the firearms, even though they're not children anymore. Playing Rocket League on a Nintendo Switch. Good boy. It's something that it's a bit scary for me, Wes. Marley. What have I got? Go boy. It is when you're on farm, that's true. Go boy. Treat tax. Good boy. Yeah, over in the US, it scares me how easily you can buy a weapon like that. Say please. Good boy. Good boy. Davey, how are you? Hello from Canada. You see this beautiful knife? This beautiful knife came from Canada. It took weeks to get here, mind you, but it arrived yesterday. Good boy. Good boy. Go on then, in your bed. No? You don't want to get in your bed? I'm not giving you any more. No, you can say please as much as you like. It is, mate. Look at this. Look at it. Look at the shine on that baby. You can see me. Can you see me? There, look. That's me. It is beautiful. Ta-da! Stop it, Marley. With a shine on it. I sat here yesterday just tidying up one of the things that I'd carved. It is beautiful, mate. Well, I need to walk and swim like yesterday. Pack a bag and go. I can't do it today, someday. I just can't. I can't do it. I can't face another day of it. It was emotionally draining yesterday. I was exhausted when I got home. Molly, come in. You get in your bed. No. Oi, 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 Molly, get in your bed. Good boy. Lie down. The thing that annoys you is you can't carry him around the woods. Yeah. You don't understand I can't. I know. I would love to. I would love to. And this is going to sound really stupid, but I don't want to be drained like I was last night. I was completely drained. Lukey, how you doing? And I don't want to do that again 2 days in a row, you know. Who ate my pizza? How are you? It was a hard day yesterday. And I don't want to push myself too much. I don't want to push myself too much. I'm really pleased with what I managed yesterday. I don't know, Folo. I don't know. We've got to expect people to drop off the channel. I feel better today, Sunday. I really do. I feel a lot better. Yesterday was really good. I was over the moon with what I achieved. Getting out and doing something was really good. I've drawn a line under the thing that was bothering me. That in itself was really difficult. I've drawn a line under it, so it's not something that I need to revisit now. And not something that I will be talking about. I'm sure you all know what I mean. I don't want to go into it, but I'm sure you all know what I mean. I've drawn a line under that. We are mending people. I saw Nikki. Did you get it on camera? Did you get it on camera? Yours is treatment resistant. Why is that, Wolf? Why do you think that is? Why do you think it's treatment resistant? I've thought about sprinkles a lot, and Roy. I've messaged Roy. I've messaged sprinkles, and I've had no reply. But in all honesty, we need to expect people to drop off the channel. It's going to happen over time. It is what it is, I guess. Nikki, that's awesome, mate. He was the membership gifting machine. But we are still doing okay on memberships, to be honest. We are still doing okay. I think we've got about 50 to 60 memberships. We're 25 subs away from 2,000, which is fantastic. You know, I never thought that would come. And here we are. And I think another few months we'll be hitting 5,000. We're smashing it. We've gone up 175 subs in about 2 weeks, maybe just under 2 weeks. Last week we had the most views in a week that we've ever had. And it's happened 5 weeks in a row where we've had an increased amount of views. Last week was 50,000 views. The week before was 20,000 views. Lukey boy, thank you. Very kind of you, mate. And have a very good day yourself. If I miss any comments, I do apologise. If it is something that is important to for me to see, please do repeat it. It is hard to keep up with the chat sometimes. Do some cool shit and watch it ramp up. Yeah, I tried to do some cool shit. I do try to do cool shit. You got to move on and heal. Sometimes it's not that easy, is it? I understand that for everyone. It's a difficult process. It's a very difficult process. I do cool shit. I make mushrooms. Look at that one. I really like that, actually. I really like that. If you look closely, you can see the rings. You see that? I wouldn't want to try and count the rings, but they're there. Can I say happy birthday to Sophie? Happy birthday, Sophie. People say these things like, you're a woman. That's okay. Doesn't matter whether you're male or female. Show you the mushroom. There's this one. This little one. On cuff. Good morning. So that's one. And this is another one. They're actually quite similar, only different in size, if you look. Quite similar. Women love a good mushroom. Lewis. Rude. I can't show you any more of them because the rest of them Craig has. Dogs are fantastic companions. Me and my dog went out yesterday. We had, well, he had loads of fun. I was quite stressed, but I did it. I got out. I did something. Starting a lizard. A lizard sounds like a really good idea, actually, Jack. The mushrooms that you did are quite impressive, mate. The difference in the mushrooms that you made. Dawn, good morning. And the mushrooms that I did is used a Dremel. You sanded them back. When I do carving, whatever it is, I like to be able to see those knife marks. I like to see the marks that the knife makes. It just makes it that little bit more authentic. Yeah, I know you did, mate. I know you did them with a knife. I thought you borrowed the Dremel to finish them. Knife marks on the item. Although I do have knife marks on my skin. A couple of stab wounds. Big up the Dave. Do I know anything about wet wood? It's easier to carve it when it's wet, Wes. It's much easier to carve if you're going to carve something. If you want to make a mallet or similar, I would allow it to dry out on, just allow it to dry out over a period of time to season. It can take a couple of years to season. So if you're trying to carve something, it's easy to carve wet wood Greenwood. However, you do risk cracking. You're way too impatient. Fanny's such a funny word. Fanny has different meanings in different countries. So in America, if you say fanny in America, it means somebody's backside. If you say fanny in the UK, it means the front. You like my mushrooms? I like them as well. I like them as well. I wish I had a little lathe of some sort. I might try using my drill as a lathe. We'll see what happens. Children's laughter and screaming around. Yeah. Go buy Dave a cake. Dave's at work. She can get her own cake. Use the Dremel on your dry wood. Do you do carving, Wolf? Oi, love, can I lick your fanny tonight? Fuck's sake, Folo. A little bit of rimming. Your name's Janet. Okay. You used to. I'll try and remember that, Janet. I'll try and remember. You're not allowed to smoke, so you vape. Just bear in mind that vaping is much worse than smoking. It does much more damage a lot faster than smoking does. There is a new law that has just been passed in the UK that anybody born after 2008 cannot buy cigarettes. Weird. It pushes more people towards vaping. Why would you want to do that? You quit smoking a year ago and you still miss it. I would like to quit smoking. What is it that you was thinking of making, Wes? You tried to do a 1.5 mile walk last night for cigarettes. What do you mean tried? Get on Legal Devil's Lettuce. Fuck's sake. What is it with these names? Butt blaster and poop hole. Looking flamboyant, thanks. Wes, I've actually heard that before. I've come across some, not literally, somebody else that have said that quite some time ago. So cigarettes, not always a good thing around you. No, but what it does do is it causes something that's called popcorn lung. It is a real thing. So all that sugar and all that oil that is being vaporized in the vape is going down into your lungs and it's clogging the lungs up. Day 2 of not making your bed after 40 years of making it. Nice someday. It often releases formaldehyde. Oh, okay, Jack, thank you. Minge. Minge is a Scottish word, I think. They use that word more than others. I look like Trevor in GTA 5. I know. Trevor's more handsome. Worked in a blues bar run by angels. Nice. Things have changed since then, haven't they, Gillian? your mince tonight, innit? What's my name? My name's Rob, Luke. My name's Rob. Welcome to the channel, mate. It's good to have you here. Let's hump. You wake up with us fucks daily. Mate, you're in the best company here, aren't you? It's nice to know, though, Wes, that you wake up every morning and you're listening, even when you don't chat. I know you've said a few times that you do listen in, even when you don't get involved. And that's nice to know. You are in great company. A bunch of fucking reprobates is what we are. Too fat for your leathers. Do you know, I really miss having a bike. I spent all my teenage years up to my early 20s on a bike, small and large. And I really do miss it. Woke up at 3 a.m. and can't get back to sleep. Ugh. Caffeine. I got caffeine. Did my mum ever yell at me? Did she ever not yell at me is what you should be asking. Lukey boy. Thank you, buddy. What is that? Is that someone with a kid? A chick and a chicken? Or a duck and a duckling? Something like that, innit? Used to sell them, sold a scene. Nice. That was a super sticker. The super sticker's good. It's very much appreciated when people are able to make little donations like that, whether it be super chats, super stickers, memberships. Memberships also help. However, if you do have PayPal, PayPal is much preferred, as YouTube does take 60% out of, over 60% actually, out of any donations to the channel. He hasn't even realised you're here. Who hasn't, Luke? I see you, Lukey boy. I see you. YouTube's greedy. Indeed it is. No good comedians anymore. Not like they used to be. I used to like Cannon and Ball. What's his name? Jim. Fucking what's his name? Alcoholic. Davidson. Jim Davidson. That's the one. Ant, how you doing? Welcome to the channel. Dawn, how are you doing today? Are you doing okay? Mick, good morning from Essex. Welcome, mate. I did, mate. I did say thank you very much. Are you a little bit behind on the chat? Are you a little bit behind on the live feed? Could somebody ask Luke if he's behind on the live feed? Sarah, good morning. Russell Peters, I don't think I know who that is. Just jumped in. How's everyone? Really good today. Really good. Troublemaker, good morning. Lukey boy, are you up to date on the chat, mate? Is your live? What's the purpose of the channel? The channel is to support each other through depression and anxiety, to offer coping mechanisms, to share coping mechanisms, offer advice where there is no advice. Can anybody please put in the chat to Luke to make sure he's up to date on the live, please? All you need is Jesus. There it is. Jesus isn't all you need. Well, Jesus works on the tills in Asda. All you need is love. Yeah. You've got no family. I'm sorry to hear that, Luke. Where are you from, Luke? Oh, you missed them closing by half an hour. Oh, mate, that's fucking shit. Thank you, Troublemaker. It was a good day. It was a good day. Jesus, could be a girl. It could be. Seriously, guys, could somebody just make sure that Luke is up to date on the chat, please? I think he might be a little bit behind on the stream. La 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 la. Only 34 likes, guys. Smash the like. Smash the like. We should be well above 34 by now. We really should. Brendan, good morning. I really like talking to you too, mate. I really do. It's, you know, I know that you don't talk very much. But you always comment on whatever you can when you miss the lives, because obviously it's difficult for you to be on the live depending on the times. So I do appreciate you being here on cuff. I know it's fuck no, but on cuff. In the end, all you can do is rely on yourself. Lukey, being here means that you can rely on others. Because everybody, and I mean everybody in this chat, will be supportive. We're all supportive here, mate. Difficult to hear. I think it might be your phone, Stephen. And good morning. One day you will not be. You're terrified of needles, so you face your fears. That's really good. All or nothing, yeah. Ab, thank you. I do find some comfort in talking to the stream. However, my aim is for other people to find comfort in it. You're 63. Do you feel 63, Onka? Your phone costs 70 quid and you can hear fine. I think I need to top my coffee up. I will do that shortly. 36 likes. We can still do better, people. Smash the like. It's free. Flick the like. Bean was in Newcastle County Down. Jamming on the guitars. Good on you, mate. You feel old at 44. Yeah, I feel old. I'm coming up to 50 and I feel old. Love it on cuff. I think myself and Wes would agree with that. I think myself and Wes would definitely agree with that. Still got 50 more years. I doubt it, mate. I don't look it. Thank you, mate. I appreciate that. I do feel it though. Um, it's it's painful. How's the UK? How's the fuel prices? Fuel prices have dropped a little bit. I think it's about £1.80 something a litre. You hate the back of Forrest Whitaker's neck. Why? You don't look your age at all, Wes. You don't look your age at all. You look younger than I do. I think it must be your lovely skin. UK is just fucked. Yeah, I agree, Follow. We're all fucked. You ate black pepper. What? Wes is 34. What's he on about? Black pepper. Fucking idiot. Nothing wrong with black pepper. You like living in the countryside? Me too, Luke. Me too. Whereabouts in the countryside? Where actually do you live, Luke? Countryside's nice. What are we on about? Black pepper. Am I just dumb? Or is everyone else confused? What's on today? Saturday morning. Oh, the Isle of Wight. Okay, nice. I used to have a friend from the Isle of Wight. Well, he lived in on the Isle of Wight. Um, no, no, he lived in the Isle of Man. One of them. Uh, Unfortunately, he died of cancer a few years ago. Okay, Wes. He was being racist, is that what you're saying? So do Asian follow. Asian people have better skin and stuff. Towns are full of boy races. That's about right, isn't it? I think, yeah, I don't know. Asian people certainly look younger for longer. If I looked as young as Wes, I'd be extremely happy. The only thing that lets you down, Wes, is the greyness in your beard like mine. You've got the same greyness, and that sort of gives your age away a little bit. But if it wasn't for that, you'd look a lot younger. Yeah, see, Wes is 34. There you go. We age like fossils. Choking on my saliva, for fuck's sake. Asians eat better. Do you think so? You love your grey now. I've got a young face, but I've got the grey, and I'm bald as fuck. So it does sort of show my age a little bit. They do eat better, yes. Um, Indian as well, as in from India, not Indian as in Native American. I don't know whether that's an offensive term. The reason I say I don't know if it's an offensive term is because I grew up in an era of cowboys and Indians. Um, Maybe you can help me with that one, Wes. Is that an offensive term for Native Americans? I wasn't talking about Native Americans, but you got hit on by the. Fuck's sake, Wes. Yeah, I don't know if that's an offensive term. I don't know if that would be offensive to somebody. I hope not. I hope I wasn't offensive. Being in the sun too much, 100%, I agree. It's not offensive. Good, good. Would, I don't know what I'm trying to ask. I know that there's different Native Americans, Navajo, and so on. I believe that yourself, Wes, you're Cherokee or part Cherokee. Is that correct? See, I've always had an obsession as a kid. You know, when you're a kid and you watch the old movies, the old westerns. I was obsessed with watching them because, and I still enjoy watching them actually. And you know how most people would be like wanting the Cowboys to do well or whatever. I didn't. I didn't. I was always on the side of the Indians, which would be Native Americans. Um, and it's only in recent years that I started to learn that there was, obviously I knew there was different tribes and so on, but it's only in recent years that I sort of learned that. I thought that it was just one race, shall we say. And it's really interesting because I don't know if you would class the different tribes as different races. I'm not sure. Carol, lovely to see you. What did I miss? You was hit with the ugly stick. Oh, I don't believe that for a second, Sunday. Not for a second. They even hated each other. That was tribal, though, wasn't it? That wasn't race. I don't know if different tribal areas would be classed as different races because obviously in the UK we've got Scotland, Wales, and England, and they're the same race but different countries. So yeah, tribes are regional. So what with the tribes, it would be the same as in the UK, being regional. So Welsh, Scottish, and English. That makes sense now. Makes sense. Um, Very interesting, I've got to say. There's beauty in everybody's face. I agree. You fell out of the tree and hit every branch on the way down. Me too, mate. The Scottish, all the Celts hate the English. all the Celts. So the Scottish, the Irish, and the Welsh, we're surrounded by them. And they all hate us. Even the Cornish are Celts, and they pretty much hate everyone. So, yeah, it is what it is. Smash the like, please, people. There's racists in any place, not just the Scottish. That's very true. Very true. I'm going to let you have a view. Good morning, Melody. How are you? I'm going to let you have a look out over the field for a moment. Here we go. How's that for a view? Liked and subscribed. Thank you, Luke. What are you doing, Molly? Get out. Oi. Hey. La 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 la. La 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 la. Are you behaving yourself, Molly? I hope you are behaving yourself. Come on. And we're back. There we go. Go on. Do, 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 do. Still pitch black dark out there. What? Kids where? There's no kids here. Kate, good morning. You got to sleep. I'm a friend you've never met in person. There's no kids in my house, mate. It's just me. I'm all alone with my dog. Atlanta, Georgia. Wes does it. Peace. Wes is awesome. It's nice to ask how you are. I always ask how people are. I hope you're doing okay, Dawn. If you don't already follow Wes, please go and give him a follow. Omar, all the best to see you with, dumbass. I am the one from Edward's Live, Sternio. I am indeed. I think it is supposed to make me cry. What the fuck? Yes. It is me, mate, yes. Welcome. It's good to have you here. I've been very well, thank you. The last couple of days have been really good. How about yourself, mate? Are you good? You wish you could roll on that easy. Mate, it's dead simple. Perfect, look. Perfect roll. You're good. I'm glad to hear it. Edward's a lovely guy. He's a lovely guy. I hope that he does well on YouTube. You can roll a decent joint. I probably couldn't. Only 40 likes, people. Why? Smash the like. It's free. It costs you nothing. What's stopping you? Do I smoke weed? I don't smoke weed. I just smoke cigarettes. I probably should start smoking weed. It might help. But I don't like the smell. Don Cheadle is a hairless Wes. Oh. I don't even know who that is. But Wes, you are hairless. You're about as bald as me, I think. If I'm right. Smoke it outside. I just don't smoke it at all. It's another expense, isn't it? What's the live stream about? The live stream is about depression and anxiety. We talk about depression, we talk about anxiety, we talk about everything in between, and we offer each other support, advice, share coping mechanisms, and so on. Are octopuses wet spiders? Basically, I suppose. Insane grift. What? You like me so much? Thank you, mate. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. It's nice to have you here. Me too, Luke. Me too. I take pregabalin twice a day. Who did the ink? Myself, most of it, mate. I did the majority of it, just messing about with a tattoo gun just to get used to it. I don't know how much it is, mate. I really don't know how much it is. I wouldn't have a clue. Helps you to practice your English. Okay. You don't want to learn English from me, mate. Nearly every other word is a swear word, so you self-medicate with a CBD. THC, yeah. You did most of your own ink as well. Mine's crap. It's pretty crap, to be fair. It was hard to do this bit. You can see it's quite patchy. It was really hard to do. I had to get help on the back bits. Where am I from? I live in Devon, but I'm from the north of England. The northwest, actually. Your tribal's very similar. Cool. Wes is always awake early. He's getting himself set up for the day. Uncle, what do you mean, mate? Send cake. Are you running out someday? Are you running out of cake? We're at 41 likes, guys. We need to be a minimum of 50. We can do 50 easily. Smash the like. I didn't know that, Wes. I didn't know you was the grandson of a farmer. Does that mean that you've done a lot of work with cattle in the past? Or was he a crop farmer rather than a farmer? I like cake, but I've got none. No cake. Never done any farming yourself. You were just up at the crack of dawn every day. I always wanted to marry somebody called Dawn, just so that I could wake up to the crack of it every day. You love cattle. I love cattle as well. Starry Moonlight, hi to you too. You want me to marry a farmer? I don't blame you. Dad jokes, yep. Why was he trying to eat shampoo? Please explain. Dad jokes. It's a good start for the day, isn't it, mate? Usually has some cigarettes to smoke. Yeah, dad jokes are the best. I love dad jokes. They lied. Smoking a bat? No, it was a cigarette. A crack of dawn, I know. Sorry. Sorry. Stop. Let's get a refill. Oh, I think we might go and sit out in the garden and continue the conversation out there. What say you? Grab the coffee. Ta-da. Turn that off. Would you like to sit in the garden? I think we should. The sun's shining. There's no wind. Let's go sit in the garden. Come on, mouse. Take that just in case, actually. Just in case I need it. Might not need it, though. You ready? Now you're going to be confused because you're going to go that way, but we're going to go that way, okay? Yep, thought so. Come on. Wow. Sunshine. Oh, shit. It's been windy. So, my table and my chair have all blown over, so bear with me a second. Glass table upside down. I'm glad that I'm very glad that said table didn't break. Very glad. What you doing, Marley? He's hunting. Right. There we go. That's better. If I want cake for breakfast, that's what you're having. Do it, mate. You do what you want to do. Debbie, how are you? Cigarette, not right now. I've just had one. RTMS. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Why do I smoke in my house? Why not? It's my house. I can do what I like. Why do you ask questions like that on somebody's live stream? Because you're somebody that can do whatever you like to do. You can't expect wind. We've got no wind today. It's a little bit of a breeze, but it's illegal. It's illegal to smoke in my own house. I think not. It is not my farm. I just live on it. A hell of a lot nicer than you do. It's lovely, look. Starts over there. Comes all the way around. There's more behind there. Goes all the way over there. Oh. All the way down there. And it also goes around the front as well. It is beautiful and peaceful. Very often here, the woodpeckers. Very often here, woodpeckers. Yeah, I can't hear them today though. Marley! Here! Mouse! Marley! Dumbass! Dog! Here! Here he comes. Marley, Marley, Marley. Oh, he's such a good boy. Such a good boy. I can get arrested if you say so. Kills the house for the next people. A table like what? The glass one? This one? Yeah, I don't live in North Korea. Marley! Marley! Terrible accent, Wes. Terrible. Electromagnetic pulses activate the depression spot and the brain. Okay, that's interesting. I will smoke outside. Neither does the chairman or the judges. What do you mean? Smoking kills. You're boring me. Be quiet, Debbie. Be quiet. Ha ha. Get any washing done today? I've got washing to do. I might get some of that done shortly when I finish my live. We've got 15 minutes left and we're still not at 50 likes. That's piss poor. Debbie, I'll do what I like. If you don't like it, don't watch. Go away. Thank you, Gillian. I can hear the bees. It's lovely out here. I'm definitely going to cut the grass today. Definitely. You're fine, thank you. You don't want to go away. Well, you are going away. There you go. Now you've gone away. Can you hear the sheep? Loads of lambs out in the field. I was watching them last night in bed. I was sat in bed watching them out of the window. Debbie, you've got washing, go and do it. Molly. Molly. You good boy. You see the birds? You see them? You see the birds? The bitch be gone spray. I like that. Wes, thank you for being here, mate. Much appreciated. Yeah, you're a legend, mate. Much love to you. Send my love to Mrs. Wes and the children, of course. Coffee. What a beautiful day. Look at the sky. Look at it. I do have sun and grass. I'm lucky, aren't I? I've got to cut the grass. I do love a blue sky. It's a little bit of a breeze, which is quite chilly, but the sun is lovely. Skull screen on the head. I do actually burn on the top of my head. But yeah, I'm gonna be busy today. I'm gonna cut the grass. That's my aim. They would sheepskin the floor. Really? I bet it was lovely. I bet it was lovely. A few goats will do the gardening. Yeah, the problem is then they eat the flowers as well. Got a cool hat. I always wear a hat. I wear a back to front cap. Baseball cap. In the mountains. Cool. That's awesome, isn't it? Nice garden. Thank you, Aaron. Again, I need to cut the grass. For sure. I'll be needing that. I live in Devon, mate. I live in Devon. I live not far from the Cornish border. Oops, a daisy. Yeah. Not far from the Cornish border. A couple called Fernando and Tilly. Lovely. Not sure, mate. A couple of hundred, I think. A couple of 100 acres, I think. New moon rising. Nice. Must be really weird when... Well, it is weird. I see it all the time myself, watching live streams. Bull farm. What do they farm? Do they farm the semen? It is lovely here, mate. You die for a piece like that. Yeah, I get to travel wherever I like on the farm. Take care of you for your wife. If you're in depression, so you're gay. If you go around telling people that they're gay, is it because you're in the closet? Am I from Weymouth? No, not Weymouth. What am I doing on the farm? I just live on the farm. So the house that I live in was originally one of the workers' cottages. However, it's now run by one family. Far from Weymouth. I live much closer to Cornwall than that. Why do I smoke? Because I can. What do I like? I like the peace and quiet. I like the sounds of nature. It's just nice, you know? It's just nice. You just joined. Welcome. I smoke because I can. I don't have any other vices. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. Yeah, I smoke. Jack, how are you? I started smoking at about 17. I think I was 17. And I've smoked on and off ever since. I have quit a few times. Nice chat smasher. Thank you, Luke. The tree's giving you bad vibes. It's a pine tree, mate. Put a hat on. I'm alright, mate. Rebecca, good morning. I will be putting a hat on shortly when I start doing stuff, when I'm actually working out here. You love waterfalls. Did you watch my live yesterday afternoon? We had there was a little waterfall on my live yesterday afternoon. How did I sleep? I went to sleep quite early, something past 10, about 10 past 10 maybe. Where did I walk round? It was a park. It was a park. And then Marley heard something in the night. I think it was about 1:45. He heard something and decided he was going to wake us up because he heard the noise. So we spent about an hour trying to find out what this noise was that he'd heard. And then the wife kept me awake for an extra hour after that. So I got back to sleep at about 4 o'clock. I have to smoke out the wind microphone. Redux, how you doing, mate? Is that any better? Marley. Who's there? Quite happy. Doc said sleep. Yeah, that's understandable. Maybe a bat. I think it was actually a fox outside. We are outside. We're in the garden. I think it was probably a fox that he'd heard. Because, he was going mad. So I let him outside and he was going crazy in the garden. He loves it. He loves it outside. Only 9 people left, and I've got about 5 minutes to go. We're at 49 likes. It's disappointing, that is. I think that's probably the lowest likes that we've had in months. 50. That's really sad. I'm disappointed with the likes today. But not to worry. Have you all got plans for the day?
What are your plans? What do you intend to do today? I know we will follow. Um, Subs are increasing all the time, so that's good. If you smelt one, you'd spend hours looking for it. Yeah, I know what you mean. Beautiful scenery, thank you, mate. It's lovely, isn't it? Look at this. Numbers don't count, it's the quality. That's very true. You're doing bugger all. You got nothing planned for the day. I am going to get the lawnmower out today and the strimmer, as we call it in the UK. You got your head into history. Your own history, is that, Rebecca? Jane, thank you so much. Look at that. Aaron got one. Look at that. It's people actually in the chat that got them. That's wicked. Thank you so much, Jane. Jane, you're a legend. Team Lemming, how are you? Plans to walk and get smokes. Jane, it's very kind of you indeed, and thank you. I appreciate it. Look at that. Look at that. I didn't set a goal today. I decided against it because I don't like to do that. I've been doing it for a couple of weeks now, and it feels wrong to set the goals. Tonguing his missus. Did that yesterday. That's okay, Jane. On Cuff, thanks for being here, mate. I'll catch up with you soon. Mr. Frog, how are you? Did you get me a sausage roll? No, I bought my own. It's wrong to beg. Yeah, I don't see it as begging, but I do see it as asking for um, super chats, and I don't really like that. Still cold but sunny in Ottawa. Nice. But yeah, I do understand where you're coming from with that, Onka. Reflection, good morning, good to see you. I do see where you're coming from. Super chat, Robot Rails. Thank you, mate. You don't know what a super is? It's when people give the monetary gifts on YouTube. Fishing, good morning. Hit the love button, yeah. Hit the like. Wake up as soon as you get light. I'm afraid to say, guys, that is it for morning coffee today. I am going to say goodbye on this live. Thank you all for being here. I really appreciate you all hanging with me and spending a bit of time chatting. What I'm going to do is I'm going to end this stream go and get my hat on. You did receive a membership, mate, and I'm going to go live again in a few minutes once I've done what I need to do. Rebecca, don't worry, I will be coming straight back. No workshop today. I'm going to be doing some gardening, so I'm going to be cutting the grass. And I'll be live while I do so. Won't be much fun. I won't be doing much chatting, but you can all chat amongst yourselves while you watch. Thank you all. Much love. Back shortly. Bye for now.